Yo, yo,
Yo, what's good, bro?
what up, what up, what up, world?
What's good, man? We here again. Another,
Another one.
another one. My man Kappa said another one.
This the double
You
one,
know what I'm
if you
saying? Feel
understand what
me?
we saying.
They got bars today. Yeah, sad.
You
They came
thought
in
that,
with the
didn't you, sir?
bars. Yeah,
This
that's
another one, the
crazy.
double one. Episode
Double
11.
one. The double
One
one.
on,
They don't
one
understand.
on 10. What up, y'all? What up, y'all? You see y'all coming in. We're going to let y'all come on in. You feel me? Bro, God, what up, bro? We in this building, this TENtalk. You know what I'm saying? We here for another weekly installment, bringing knowledge and just opinions, dropping bars and pulling out. I don't
Bars. It's
know.
like, nah.
Yeah. And that's all. Yeah, but yeah, what up, y'all? Shit, we got a new episode today. We on saying we got some fire on here. We want to start out by shouting out the listeners. You know what I'm saying? Wait till y'all come in. We want to make sure y'all do like and subscribe to our YouTube, to our Spotify. We on everything. Anchor, Beaker. You think of a podcast, we on that, bro.
Yeah,
We need
if it's a
y'all on it with
platform for
us.
podcasts, we there, believe that. And
Yeah,
make sure y'all sharing this, make sure y'all, tapping them interactions.
definitely. And make sure
We got
y'all
some new
are.
features so we can do a quick roll call. So shit. What up, Titty Boy? Shout out to you. You know what I mean? Welcome in
Hey.
the building. I don't know, if you tap the top left Zell where the numbers at in the mic and the headphones, you can see who exactly in here. You know what I mean? So
Hey, so we see all y'all. What up, Tiff and my
Cornelia,
wifey? You hear
yeah, we
me?
here. We here.
Wifey in the
Roll
building. You hear
calls
me?
now.
But
Roll calls now.
yeah, we're gonna do that. But make sure y'all are following our giveaway, man. We want to give y'all some money, man. We want to make sure
Yeah,
y'all right, man, for listening to us. You know what I'm saying? We want to make sure
right.
y'all good.
Showing our appreciation
$100.
to y'all. You know, make sure you follow the steps to the giveaway. We giving that 100 away next episode, bro. Next
Yeah,
episode, we gonna announce
definitely.
who the winner is. And as of now, I'm gonna keep it a band. Only a few people have put their entries in. So if y'all
Mm,
want that 100, man,
mm.
y'all better put them entries in, bro. Cause we ain't playing
Straight
about it.
up.
That
Yeah, y'all
cash app is
better.
gonna get sent.
It's gonna get sent. You
You
feel me? You
feel me?
better follow the rules.
Cause that's the only way you
Nah.
get it.
Yeah. But yeah, man, we here to talk to y'all today, man. Last episode was a phenomenal episode, man. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? If I could rate it, I'd give it 5 stars, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But
it
since
was
I'm behind
fire,
the
bro.
car, yeah, it's fire. Hopefully this episode we're gonna have another banger. We're gonna be talking about the dreadful, you know what I'm saying? Something that comes in all of our lives, something that we all had to learn. Some people are still learning it, you know what I mean?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Adulthood, you know what I mean? Just the terrors that come along with it, you know what I mean? Such as
Hmm.
bills, you know what I mean? And just grown man shit or just
And
grown
just the
woman
shit
shit.
that also, the shit that we wish we would have learned as we were growing into adulthood. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Some of the things that we honestly probably should have learned in school that we
Yeah.
wish we, would have had been up on game ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna
And
we
we
gonna speak on a few things today.
we're gonna try to talk about also just like things that we had to leave behind. Like coming to adulthood, you gotta leave some of that childish things behind. So that's could be the hardest part for some, So we'll talk about that
Right,
too. And hopefully
right.
y'all will chime in, reach us, you know what I mean? We see y'all, so y'all come holler at us.
Like I said, hit them interactions, clap it up for us if you enjoying the talk. And
Yeah.
yeah, we on the way. Go ahead and introduce yourself, big bro. We here.
Hey, they call me Zell, yeah, aka Zel Scanada, aka the light skinned Denzel Washington, you feel me, with the Canada
I'm weak.
side, you heard
I'm
me?
weak. From the border,
Who you
huh?
be? From the border.
I'm weak. Ah man, it's your boy BroGod Slim. You know what I'm saying? Player from the
Mm-hmm.
Himalayas. Nah, let me stop.
From the Himalaya.
But yeah, we here, man.
Yeah.
Cooling and
TENtalk.
fooling with another TENtalk, episode 11.
Episode
Welcome,
11.
man. Welcome. Adulthood. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Let them know what the TENTALK stand for.
Oh, if you didn't know, TENtalk is to empower niggas, and don't take that, too
Take it how you
personal. You
want
know
to tell
what I'm
you.
saying?
To
Yeah, you can
empower
take it how you
niggas
want to take it. It's
or
to
to
empower niggas,
empower
man.
goose, you feel me? That's how I like to
So,
say it, goose, you feel me?
and when
That's
we
what it
say
is,
niggas, we talking about like-minded people. So if you a like-minded person,
N-E-G-U-S.
you my nigga.
Yeah, exactly. With family. And also, you know what I mean? We gonna praise, you know what I mean, who we are, you feel me, as people, you know what I'm saying? Not just as, you know what I mean, people of color, just people of human beings on this earth being divine in itself, you know? So we're gonna go ahead and get this show on the road, you feel me? And
Hold on, before we get started, we got another one on the check-in. Shout out to my nigga Jigga. You feel me? Salute Big Bro on the check-in.
hey,
You feel me? Like I said, we shouting out, we roll calling now, man. We got some new
hey.
features. We roll calling. We shouting out the 10%ers today. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. That's how we're gonna do it.
Oh, we got a little
Let's
chime
play this.
in.
Yeah, let's play a
Yeah,
Shy
let's see
Man.
what's up.
TENtalk sign. What's up, bro? What's up, bro? Hi, how are
What's
you?
up, bro?
What's good, bro?
I am Kevin, America, comment. Yeah, pretty good, nice too.
Hey,
Blessings,
what up,
blessings,
bro?
blessings,
Yo, that's the
blessings.
hardest thing, man. Shout
Yeah,
out to
that's
you,
love.
man. Thank you for listening. Hope you
Love.
check it. Hope you in here the whole day with us, man. Interact with us. We're gonna show you some American love. You feel me? We're
Feel
gonna
me?
tell y'all how we grow up in America, though. This is how we gonna start it off. You feel me? Like adulthood, man. So tell me what you think adulthood means to you, man. I think I like to start off with that simple, you know what I mean? Just your opinion of what you think it is to become an adult or manifest adulthood. And what age? And
To
what
me,
age?
is the ability to, um, I mean, well, the technical age is 18, but you know what I mean? Obviously, niggas ain't adults at that age. So I think it's the ability to take on responsibility, understand, understand responsibility,
Yeah.
um, and the ability to take accountability of your actions, of the things you say, the things you do. You know what I mean? Um, See, I'm gonna say that's my quick synopsis of, to me, what
That was
adulthood
dope.
is.
I like that. I agree. I agree with a lot of what you just said right there. It's just a lot with responsibilities and how I feel about adulthood. What it really means. It's almost like I can't think of the word for it, but it's like you're on your own, man. You know, adulthood to me is like okay, you're out of the pack and it's time to be on your own now. You know,
Yeah,
it's like how you gonna survive. It's survival mode almost. You know,
low key, low key. Especially,
and
I mean, again, I hate to make it this personal, but for us as black men, excuse me, it's definitely a survival, a survival mode once you become a man.
yeah,
In the eyes of the law or the government or what have you, because we
and
we
a
see it
lot of
as
us,
worse,
you
to
know what I
be
mean.
honest.
And a lot of us, we got to grow up early, man. Shit, we like our childhood ends about 13, 14, you know what I'm saying? Because we got to really go out there and do it on our own or kind of go out here and learn the ropes on our own or at least try it in our own heads. That's what we thinking, you know?
That's
But
interesting because you asked me what was the age, I guess, that you could become an adult, and I guess you're right
yeah,
there. Again, it's just like I don't know if you can almost. I mean, I guess you can put a number on it, but it's almost hard to put a number on it because again, you got a lot
yeah,
of kids out here that's taking care of their brothers and sisters, like you said, at the age of 13, 14,
yeah.
15. You know what I
What I
mean? And
what I like to do now, what I mean, just going on with the show, is I want to start like looking it up and like you know what I'm saying. We get our definition, our opinion of what it is, and then
right,
we can go ahead with the official definition, so
I
we
like
can
that.
go ahead and fill in the scope of you know what I mean. Make sure everybody is on the
I
point.
like
Yeah, that's
that.
what we
I
gonna
like that.
do.
You looking it up right now? If you are, I'm gonna
Yeah,
play
I
this
have it right
chime
here.
in.
But before I
Okay.
play, I'm gonna play that chime in. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Bet.
We gonna
Bet.
show them
Bet.
some love. You feel me?
Bet.
Where we at right now, bro? Let us know where we at, man.
In the motherfucking trenches. Show them how we do in America.
Hey.
Hey. You heard me. Yeah, dog. It's in the trenches though. But let's get back to it. All right. The real definition, the exact definition of adulthood we got is a noun. It's the
hmm
state or condition of being fully grown or mature. Okay, and we're gonna give you a little example of what they mean. The crucial years between adolescence and adulthood. That's what they got for us. That's what they got. You feel me? So, with that definition being what it is, the state or condition of being fully grown or mature, I think my answer will change a little bit. What about you? I mean, I can give you my answer real quick. I think, even though you go through situations and you have responsibilities and you know what I mean, you kind of on a strive, that doesn't mean that you're fully grown and mature to being who you are.
Being an
So
adult.
I think the way we look at adulthood, just as myself, I say, I don't want to say you, but as I look at adulthood, we look at it more such as like what you can do as a person instead of like you actually growing into an actually fully grown person. I always
Really what
learned
it
that
is, go ahead, my bad.
Nah, you good, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish this little statement. I'll let you get it. But I always learned that you don't fully stop growing until you're 25. That's when you fully hit your potential. So is that when you fully matured into adulthood, 25? I mean, that's what I'm thinking, but you can go ahead and chime in. What you thinking, bro? You can answer my question as well.
about to say, I don't know. Again, I don't know if it's the age, because again, some people mature quicker than others. So, and I feel like circumstances as well can make you mature faster than others. You know what I mean? So it's like, to me,
But
it's
I
tough to
like to base a
tough to
lot of
say that
things
too.
on science, man. Scientifically, it's like you might, but like your body is not done growing. Your mind is not done fully of developing yet. You know what I mean? Your whole structure might not be fully developed yet. So when we looking at the actual meaning, like what is adulthood, like becoming an adult, like a full grown adult, you might can reach a level of certain maturity at an age, but are you gonna be fully who you need to be at that age? Or you do, I think it is a certain age, like 25 or so, when you fully grown, like your mind is still developing to a certain, you might just got a little edge on it, but do you think that person can be considered a full adult?
Well, when do you think I don't know, but when do you think you, I guess, grew into adulthood? Like, when do you think it was
Let me
like
think. About
18, or
like,
do you think it was 25?
man, I think it's about like 18 hours ago, bro. I think in reality of things, bro, like no matter what, like I feel like I'm still growing into adulthood. I think I'm
No,
about to
yeah,
turn 30,
definitely. But I'm saying,
I
when
just
did you
turned
begin? When
29.
do you think it begun for you? That's what I'm asking.
I just turned 29. I'll keep it real with you. I think adulthood for me began when I started making my own decisions with my own mind. And meaning this, I still can do for myself and be for myself when I was at the age of, 20, 21, 22. But when I actually not influenced by others, I think my adulthood phases as actually start kicking in. I think like the mentality of like not worrying about what people think, worry more about, you know what I mean, certain situations. I think no matter what I tell myself at 25 or 26, I wasn't thinking that, I know how to pay bills. I know how to survive, but and my whole mentality of life was still, to me, now I'm looking back at it, was still almost childish, And I think maybe 10 years from now, I probably still look, I'm 29, so shit, I probably still look at it like, man, I still was childish to a certain extent. So I think I'm now fully grown into my adulthood at the age of 28, 29-ish. I think by 30, that's my whole set goal, would just really be set in full motion. And right now at 29, I think I'm set in full motion. So
I
yeah.
guess what I'm trying to ask you is, when do you think you had to? How do I ask this shit? I guess, yeah. Like, when do you think you had to step off that? I guess step off the porch. You know what I mean? To that first step into adulthood. When do you think that was for you?
Like, what was the actual action of that?
Nah, like, the age and then the action.
To be real with you,
Because I'm
man.
gonna say, all right. So while you thinking about, it, I can give you mine. So for
Okay,
me,
all
I
right,
feel
cool,
like,
cool, cool.
yeah. So it can give you something to kind of go off of. So for me, I feel like I stepped off that porch when I left Amherst and moved to DC and like, well, moved to Baltimore rather with my brother and like was, for lack of better words, on my own. You know what I mean? I won't on my own, but I was. You know what I mean? I had to kind of do for myself, figure out shit on my own. You know what I mean? I won't under my mom's wing. I won't under my dad's wing. Yeah, I had my brother, but you know what I mean? He had his own shit and I had my own shit that I had to take care of. So I feel like that maybe 18 for me was like my first step into adulthood where I'm realizing like, oh shit, this shit ain't what them niggas told me it was gonna be. You know what I mean? This shit ain't what I thought it was gonna be. You know what I mean? I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Just that
Yeah,
experience of like, oh fuck, I'm really in it now. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
that.
I think that's a perfect example right there, man. You know what I mean? I mean, even though when I got my own place and everything, it still
Mhm.
wasn't enough for me to feel like, oh man, I'm an adult now, you know?
Mhm.
Cause I just look at it like this is what I'm supposed to do type of thing, you know?
Mhm.
I kind of look at it like still like what I was doing at that age was still I wasn't really fully living into adulthood to my eyes. And that's just on me,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? I can't say for you, you know, but
Mhm.
on me. I
I
feel
mean,
like
no,
I
I'm sure
still,
I was still doing dumb childish shit because I mean, again,
yeah,
I'm gonna keep it a band. When I moved up there, nigga, I loafed. You know what I mean? I missed out on a job opportunity, was out of work for like the first 6 months. You know what I mean? On my ass. You feel me? Really understanding what adulthood was. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that's why I'm like asking you, like, damn, what was that moment for you where you had to like sit back and like analyze this shit? Like, damn, I gotta
yeah.
move a little bit different now. Like, I ain't in high school. This shit ain't high school no more. You know what I mean? Like, I
Shit,
gotta
man, to
really
me,
figure
I
this
feel
shit
like
out.
life started getting serious when serious decisions was being made, you know? Like when I got married, you know what I mean? That's just a serious decision in my life like that. You know what I mean? Life is getting
Hmm.
serious. That's why I
Hmm.
think certain things, because to me, man, I keep 100 with you. I always look at it like no matter what, man, I'm still gonna have a childish. I keep that childlike mentality in my heart and a
Right.
childlike understanding of things. So when it comes to actual adulthood, you know
Hmm.
what I mean? I feel like shit when your car break down for the first time, you're gonna feel like an adult. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn,
You
I
gotta
gotta
change
get
that
this.
tie.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I gotta change tire, I gotta put oil in this bitch. You know what I mean? Certain shit like that. That's like certain things that's gonna start making you feel like, damn. Cause me personally, I never really, not to say nothing, I ain't had nobody. I ain't gonna say that. I always had family, but I never really had anybody to kind of like call. I had to learn how to do this everything on my own. I feel like since I kind of start coming up, you know, I say
Hmm.
even before high school, you know, I had to
Hmm.
kind of start learning to do things on my own, you know, because like
Hmm.
high school time, I moved in with my father. You feel me? So being there with my father is me and two men, you know. It's no more
Hmm.
motherly love or no mother or you know what I mean. It's
Hmm.
like almost like yo, we're two men. You gotta learn how to survive from right here.
You
You
gotta
feel
get
me?
it on your own. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you. You got questions, I got answers for you. You know what I'm saying? But from here on out, it's like shit. You sink or swim. You know. So from that, it doesn't make me feel like man, I'm an adult. I kind of feel like yo, the pressure's been on. You know. So once
Hmm.
I start doing my own thing, it's like it's no gears change. You feel me? I probably went a gear up, but at the end of the day, I was already here. You know.
I
But
got you.
I feel like certain things will make like because I feel like this. I think we're looking at it two different things. I think we can either look at like adulthood or like becoming a man. You know,
Mm.
you know what I'm saying. I think that's the way I'm looking at it. Maybe I'm looking at like when did I become a man? You know, when did I
I mean, it's
become a
one in the
man?
same. It's one in the same.
Yeah,
I
it
guess because I
is.
mean you are a man, so it's like you know what I mean. It's one in the same, but
Yeah, but you
yeah.
know what people say, yo. There's a lot of boys running around. You ain't a man yet. You know. You know, I said, I
Hmm.
think we all got to be real when I said, like, when did I become a man? You know what I'm saying? Because until you really do feel the steps of a man, you're not a man, you know? You can call yourself whatever. You feel me? But
I
until you
got
feel them shoes of a man, you ain't a man yet. That's my opinion.
you. I got you. I respect it, Vic, bro. Let's hear this chime in.
Let's go ahead and hit it.
I feel like it all comes with your environment and how you grow up too. Because some people, like y'all was saying, have to grow up quicker too, but they still kids at the end of the day. So that's a hard topic because at the end of the day, adults are still making small decisions that are like kid decisions. So growing with age, I don't know, probably like 30, 35 for real, when you really start getting the ball of the niche of what you need to do.
See, that's deep. I think you know what I'm saying, Ted. You
That's
feel me? You on the
I
same
get that. I
page.
get that too. I get that too.
Yeah.
I get
Because I
that.
feel
And
like this.
again,
I feel
because
like,
I mean, like
I'm
you said,
sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
even me personally, I'm still learning the different things I need to learn as far as being an adult every day. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I'm the ultimate adult right now. But again, I was just trying to gauge and get an idea of when you felt like, you had to kind of take that first step into adulthood. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. I got you. But like I said, I just feel like that, man. Like,
I mean,
I feel like once you turn 18 or 21 or whatever, those are just like the government standards of when they start calling you an adult, you know,
right,
or whatever.
right.
But when you actually become a man, that's a different thing, or an actual real adult. Cause I feel like, like a lot of times when we 25, even 28, 27, whatever, nigga, whatever age you want,
Still
but
don't know shit, bro.
when we out here partying, drinking, or buying sex, doing shit that is like, okay, man, we're doing it, we're grown, we're at the age that we can do it. But we ain't at the age of yet, like, we made a decision. All right, you know what I'm trying to tell you?
Yeah,
Like,
like full maturity. I understand. I
exactly.
understand. That's
So
what I'm
it's
saying.
not.
Like we may be 27, we may be 29, 28, whatever. But like I said, we still don't know shit, bro. You know what I mean? Niggas still don't know nothing. Like we think we
And
know a little
I
bit
think that's
about,
the
but we
way
don't
life
know
is.
nothing. You know what I mean? You got to keep learning every day.
You know what I mean? We're going to talk about like God and all that one episode, but I always bring it back because, that's what I believe. But I think God just make us like that. It's like we can only hold so much information at that age. Like once we hit another age, it's just a different door that's going to be open and then more information comes in. So even if you feel like you got it at a certain age, man, you really don't got it all yet.
Mm-hmm.
Even when you turn 30 or become an actual adult, that next phase of, you know what I mean? You got more phases and phases to keep going through. I think
Mm-hmm.
we should look at it more of like what phases of adulthood did we go through, like transitioning type of thing, how we was going to speak on it.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah, that's why for me, like I said, I feel like that was my first real test or step into adulthood was moving out of my mom's crib, fresh from graduation, you know what I'm saying? Moving up
What you
there to
got?
Maryland with my brother. Like I feel like that
What's
was my
another?
first real test.
What's another thing you thinking right now? Like your first, like your next measure of adulthood. You know what I mean? I can start it off. You feel me? Like sometimes, like certain occasions go on. Let's say you gotta make decisions as an adult. You know what I mean? Have you ever been tested like that or put in a decision like, yo, as a kid, I might have handled the situation this way, but now I'm an adult, I can't go about that like that no more.
I feel like with relationships, you know what I mean? Like with women and shit like that.
Mm,
I feel like,
yeah.
you come to a point where it's like, you stop doing the little kid bullshit and you like, I'm about to chill, you know what I mean?
Like, what do you mean by
So,
little kid bullshit? Do you mean like dating
you
like a
know,
lot or settling down? Is that what you're saying?
fucking around,
Or
you know what I mean? Yeah, like with the kid bullshit is not settling down. That's to me, that's the adult part. The adult part is settling down, you know what I mean? Realizing, I guess what you got and understanding what you got and then capitalizing on what you got. You know what I mean?
I love to do an episode, man, and like I hope y'all can chime in of like I like to talk about like even like before, like without a relationship, you know what I mean? Like the people who are single, you know what I'm saying? Like what it takes to get a relationship, because I believe that's a part in the adulthood too. I think,
Shit's so different now, bro. Niggas don't even have like interaction with each other,
oh
like human
hell,
like
you was
human
right.
interaction. Like
You right, you
shit,
right.
like I wouldn't know what the hell to do. Like if I had to date today, like I wouldn't know I'd probably be a lonely nigga, bro. Like I wouldn't know what
Our
to do.
adulthood is so crazy because we is 92, man. So we kind of really like the middle child of the shit, you know what I mean? How they say it. Cause like we are right at that time when it's like, okay, all that shit was still cool. You know what I mean? Like we on the old school
Mm-hmm.
tip, but we still in the new shit too. You know what I mean? We're so
Mm-hmm.
like in the
We
middle,
had
man.
both
It's
sides.
crazy.
Yeah, for sure. We had
Yeah.
both sides. And we had dial up, nigga, and we had Wi-Fi. Like,
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I'm
We
saying?
did.
Like, so, but
And I
yeah,
think
you
I
know,
think at the adulthood as now, like in 2021, is way different than the adulthood was in say our parents' time, or
definitely.
you know what I mean? Because I feel like maybe with our parents' time it start changing, but the time before then, I feel like niggas was really grown then. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like niggas was grown at 22. You know what I mean? Or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Or some
Like in
real
the
man
80s and
shit.
shit.
No, I'm talking about like in the 60s, or, you know what I
Oh,
mean? Like
okay.
70s, 80s, niggas was wild, bro. Niggas was on dope. You feel me? Like
That I
70s,
know, but that's what I'm
late
saying. And
70s, niggas
it
was on
was
dope.
young fucking 15, 16-year-olds that was serving them. So that's why I'm like,
But
is
that
that what
don't
you
make no an
niggas?
adult to me.
Them niggas
Nah,
was
that's
out
not.
there like paying bills, buying houses, buying cars, and all of that. Does that make you an adult? You know what I mean?
Fuck no. Like at the end of the day, that's still childish because the risk ain't worth the reward.
Mm.
What you doing ain't real. You know what I'm saying? But we'll get that on it. That'd be a different. That's another topic too. Y'all see, we got some shit for y'all, man. I'm telling you, man. We got some episodes for you, man. We gonna go through anything. We'll have an episode when we can try to talk to y'all what we should do with this podcast and what y'all thinking. You feel me? So we're gonna get into all that later. But
Hmm. Yeah.
I just
I mean, and two, man, I want to ask y'all, I guess same question I asked Zell. Like, because to me, that's like, I feel like that was an important time in my life. You know what I mean? That first step into adulthood. So I want to ask y'all out there, chime in and let us know what was that moment like for you when you felt like you first stepped into adulthood? You know what I mean? I would like to know that because to me it's interesting. You know what I mean? It was an important time in my life. And again, looking back on it now, if I knew some things that I knew now, if I knew, that I knew then, um, I definitely would have made some different choices. You know what I mean? So yeah.
I feel you. I feel you. I kind of wouldn't change nothing, man. I think it all comes with who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like the only
Yeah.
choices that I made would like I wish I would have did certain things at such a young age. Like
Hmm.
we're exposed to a lot. We'll feel like we need to be adults when we don't at the time. And it's like all that shit will come. You know what I mean? Like even now, I feel like just because I did this, I feel like it's a certain type of level when it comes to like manhood or adulthood. It's a certain type of integrity. It's not even like I know people 30 and I still don't even say if they're adult. I mean a man or not.
Hey, I agree.
So let's see how can we like label that situation, because at the end of the day I don't even know how to say it, because you are an adult, you are this and that. But when we having real talk, you know what I mean, TENtalk, you feel me? It's like
Hmm.
a lot of things that hold us back is us not being real about situations like that. You know what I mean? Like we got to be more hold the bar up higher to what the manhood or adulthood should be. Because like you said, just because people can make money or you can do this and do that, it's really about what's your principles. You know what I mean? Your
Yeah,
morals.
your morals.
What are you
Yeah,
built on? You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. And I
What you
guess
feel
where
about
do
that?
you get those from? You know what I mean? Where do you get those morals and principles from? Um, and again, I mean, shit, bro. I say it every damn episode. They probably gonna name me Mr. Learn Behavior, but where are you learning this behavior from? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I think that's the key to it. You know what I mean? We getting, I think these, I don't want to call them, I just say difficult or different adults, that are doing, outlandish things because they were taught
Yeah.
these things. So it's
Yeah.
like, you know,
Exactly. And I think like adulthood could be scary for people, man. Like I started to show like the terrified thing. I think it's a stigma that's put out there like to make adulthood a fearful thing. And that's why if you don't, I mean, maybe I'm just saying this, but I do need to research more. But I believe that's why a lot of suicides happen before that
mm,
adulthood stage. A lot of people scared to grow up, man, or scared to like, you know what I mean? It's a lot of fear out there of the adulthood, of being it. And I think we just need to put it in a positive light a lot more than just be scared and negative of it, you know? Like
Right.
working hard, maturing, like it's positives to it shit. You know what I mean? People think it ain't nothing good about living the quote unquote square life. You know what I mean? People think everything gotta be exaggerated to a level of, you know what I mean? You gotta do this and do that. And to me, I think that comes with being an adult as well. Like knowing what's real and what's not. Knowing what you can do and like working hard to do it and being proud of that.
Yep. Yep.
You feel me?
I agree, bro. Cause yeah, a lot of times, you know, people will get influenced by the wrong things and think this the way they need to move, and you know, in all actuality, nigga, that may work for that person, but that don't mean it's gonna work for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you may gotta take a different route, and it's to
Yeah.
me, it's gonna take an adult to understand that. You know what I mean, and to
Definitely.
make those adjustments.
And I think it starts with conversations, you know. That's how men build men, you know, like sharpening swords. When you got a lot of people in your corner and they might not be ready to sharpen their sword, they might not even be caring about all that. I think we
Right.
need to learn how to, you know what I mean, disconnect from people like that and learn how to build a real community like we're doing now for people who really want to build. Because a lot of times we can be stuck around the wrong ones who don't want to become adults or don't even understand what it is to be an adult. I
Yep.
think being an adult is it's a responsibility to be, because you have people looking up to you, man. You know what I mean? Like you don't never understand. Like we were that kids at once, you know. We don't know. We were them kids at once looking at the adults. Now we
Yeah.
are those adults.
Yeah.
So we have a standard to live by. You feel me? Like the
Yeah.
way we complain about how the last generation did us is like the same thing we're gonna keep doing to this generation that's coming
Damn, and
up.
I guess when with you saying that, you making me think like again, another moment would be when I had my daughter, man. That would be another big step to me into adulthood where you realizing that, damn, I gotta teach another person
Yeah.
about life, you know, rights and wrongs, you know. Um,
That's why I was saying like certain things make you an adult, you know, like certain things like that, like it's going to mature you, because
yeah,
it's like science. You feel me? You ain't got no other like, or either it's not connected with you, but if you connected with it, that shit going to change you, man.
yeah, bro. It changed me. I know that for a fact, bro. Let's see what we got. We got a chime in. I'm gonna hit that real quick.
Yeah, that just comes with, like I was saying, mentors and OGs is anywhere in the world right now. We don't have enough mentors and showing people the right ways and the morals, like y'all was saying, to be just an adult and a good person. It's cool being a square. Being a square don't have nothing to do with it, because at the end of the day,
Yeah,
it's just who you are. And
Hmm.
being a square is cool. You know what I'm saying? You gotta embrace just being yourself. We're not embracing being ourselves. We live on a falsified image of what the internet and the media is showing us.
I agree, but I think the
that's
first
deep.
step. I agree, but I think the first step though, Tev, is to even stop calling niggas squares, bro. Cause that's a
I
bad.
started that. Yeah,
That's like a bad.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like a bad stigma. You know what I'm saying? Calling niggas squares. Niggas
I
look at that
say it.
as
I
something
say it.
bad or something weird. So
Yeah,
I would
I
stop.
say that.
I would even start it there, bro.
I say that because it's real, you feel me? And we do need to make it the cool side. But until
Mm,
it's not that. Until it is that, then we gotta call it what it is. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, like what niggas said, smoking ops and shit like that. You feel me? That's the cool shit. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking lean and Zans, you feel me? That's the cool shit, quote unquote.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? But like square shit it's square. That's what they call it, man. And it's like once we try to break that, we gotta break that cycle, man, that image of it, you know what I mean? And I think men, only thing we can do is really uphold a lot, but we really do look to the ladies a lot more too. We need to really as men, like it's me, you feel me, as a man, I feel like this, I need to look outside of just us and like see what we can do more for the women, man. Tell you the truth, because
mm,
that's what make us men. And I
mm.
understand like a lot of times, like we ain't been taught that, or like we only look out for ours. You know what I mean? If it ain't us, we ain't worried about it, type of thing. But it's like we gotta really start like, you know what I mean? Putting that out there for everybody, man, and try to find a way at least, man.
I agree. Let's see, man. We got another one. Salute J Vic on the check in. You know what I mean? Again, we doing roll calls.
Hey,
I
what
ain't
it
do this one,
do?
so salute J Vic. Let's get it.
I'm liking the conversation. I just wanted to, I guess, just put this out there for the younger generations who are, I guess, on their own or whatever, and they're, I guess, renting out from other people. I would say to always be respectful. Because when you're young, you don't quite have, I guess, the right experiences, I guess. So, and I'm saying this because I know that I had a situation where, when I was younger at the time, where I was, I guess, put in check for that. So, I just think it's,
That's
I
dope
think
right there, Vic.
I think I heard him. Did he say he was giving a message to the young people saying to be more respectful?
Yeah, be respectful. Like if you're renting out homes,
Uh-huh.
like sometimes being young, we don't understand the disrespect that we can have maybe to an older patron, older person or anything.
Uh-huh.
So we got to be mindful. Like growing up, you know what I mean? Like we got to be respectful renters, respectful citizens type of thing. You know what I mean? If I
Right.
am
No,
catching
I
them right,
agree.
you feel
Yeah,
me?
yeah.
That's why I
No,
think
I
so. Yeah,
agree. I agree
yeah.
100%.
I
I mean,
appreciate that,
again,
Jay Vic,
because
because
you, yeah,
you put us back on mode because what you said right there, that's real right there.
yeah, no, and I was gonna say honestly, the young ones can, I'm a big fan of sitting around, and, building and talking with the older heads. You know what I mean? That's like one of my favorite things to do. To be honest, sit around and just get game, get knowledge, whether it's about family, history, whatever the case may be. So, I would definitely agree with him 100%, saying be respectful. Don't be scared to ask questions to them because again, they didn't been through it. You know what I mean? They didn't seen it.
Yeah.
They didn't done it. And, you could possibly get some good advice from it. I agree
Exactly.
100%.
And sometimes like your experiences, like you gotta go through things and you can tell the young ones and then hopefully, if they listen, they don't, that's on them. But that's the part of it too, because we're gonna go through our own mistakes as youngins,
Yeah,
you feel me, coming
we
up.
got
You
to.
feel me?
Got to.
Yeah.
You got to learn on your own. I feel like that's a part of growing up into an adult is
Yeah.
making the mistakes and learning from them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, if you make the mistakes and continue to make the mistakes, then, that's a different conversation. But, yeah, being an
Exactly.
adult is learning from your mistakes.
You're exactly right. We'll go ahead and switch it over and we're gonna talk about the second topic, like the things they didn't tell us, you know what I'm saying, when we was coming up. You feel me? Like
Oh,
I feel
man.
like there's a lot of things that, coming into adulthood, we gotta figure out on our own. It ain't no way to
Mm-hmm.
tell us. But certain things I do feel like, I wish somebody filled me in like how to do this a little bit better, man. And don't leave,
Yeah.
that's all I feel. I mean, I don't know if it's up to the parents, because at the end of the day, we can't look in the past. We can only look in the future. So this
Mm-hmm.
whole thing is about what can we do as future parents, as future leaders. You know what I mean? Like we got to start teaching our young early, man.
Mm-hmm.
What things do you feel like that? With me, I feel like relationships, man. I feel like we need to start teaching our young about relationships and be real about the whole thing, sex, all that thing when the time is right,
I
But
think
especially at a teenage years, I think niggas, I mean, just people in general, everybody, we
I'm gonna
need to
say
be informed
communication.
on how to, talk and how to treat people.
Yeah, I'm gonna say communication, bro. People, we need to, because I feel like, I mean, even if you just look at the young people today, a lot of them are dying because they don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to talk. You know what I mean? I feel like if we teach our young how to communicate, how to speak, how to talk, um,
I mean,
that will help
that's
them a
kind of
lot in the long run. You know what I mean?
that's subjective though, because I can't say that. I have conversation with youngins and I mean they're not ignorant. You feel me? They're educated. They smart. They just communicate in their own way. You feel me?
But I'm saying
They
a lot of
communicate different.
problems. What I'm saying is that a lot of problems happen because people don't communicate. People assume things. People, you know, heard things from another third party, not from the source. So again, if you learn how to communicate, talk, you can go to the source, ask the question without it, feeling like disrespect or whatever the case may be, and you can get the problem resolved. I feel like, you know
Okay.
what I mean. I feel like
Okay.
communication is a big key. That's one thing I would put out there. But one thing that I wish I would have learned, coming up, shit, honestly, like finances, money, what I mean, taxes, shit like that. Um, you know, uh, ownership, home ownership, shit like that, shit that actually mattered, not just go to school and get a good education, you know what I mean? I wish somebody would have taught me a trade or some shit growing up, you know what I mean? Rather than just, nah, you need to go to college. So me personally, that's what I feel like. Some gems I wish I would have got growing up.
I feel like we can teach the young now like some type of way, man. Like why you get them interested in some type of trade, like while they learning in their learning phases. Like you can show them how to, like, man, this is the coolest thing ever. You know what I mean? This and that. I think I know for myself, when you're young, I think the entertainment is the factor that you want to put the kid on a lot. And that's all the kids gonna know is entertainment. The
Mhm.
TV, whether it's
Mhm.
cartoons, music, or movies, you know?
Mhm.
And their brain is just developing how to be an entertainer, how to be stupid or funny. That's why kids are so crazy, you know what I mean?
Mm.
I think if
I
we
get
do,
that.
like, I believe that, bro. Because at the end of the day, when you have a developing mind like that and we learn it, only thing you put your kid in front of the TV and they learning this and learning that, yeah, they might be getting education. They might be learning things even ahead of their time, you know? But what's the substance in it? You know what I mean? Like once you
Mm.
start building a love for something at a young age, then you will be more comfortable with it. Like when you get a love for sports, it's because we've seen it as kids, you know?
Yeah.
But some people
Yeah.
have seen people build cars as a kid, you know, or have seen their dad do this and do that, or that's what I feel like. I just speak for, I feel like my people. I ain't gonna say all people, but just people I know, you know? I feel like
Mhm.
we don't pass down enough information to our next, you know? So
I
as
low
an
key
adult,
agree with that.
it's our responsibility to kind of learn skills and to infrastructure, put that into their lives,
Yeah.
teaching them things like certain things by coming up.
Yeah.
You feel
No.
me?
Yeah, and I was about to
Yeah.
say that, bro. Like, cause my grandfather, salute to him, shout out to him. Today is
Salute,
his birthday.
salute.
You know what I mean? Happy 88. You
Taurus,
feel me?
hey.
Um, but yeah, you know what I mean? He's like one of those ones that I wish would pass down some of his like trade knowledge, you know what I mean? He's an excellent farmer, you know what I mean? And as far
Garden,
as like,
all that.
gardening, cutting grass, you know what I mean, lawn work, shit
Mm-hmm.
like that, like, but growing up, like, he would never let us do it. He would want to do it himself. You know what I mean? Because again, he an old head. He know how he want to do it. He know how he want it done, and he know he could do it that way. You feel me? So he never wanted us to do it. He would always want him to do it and wanted to do it himself. So
Yeah.
yeah, I agree with that. I wish the older heads would, be more willing to, sit the youngins down and be
But
like, nah,
but I
this
think
how you do it. Go ahead and do
my
it.
big
You know what I mean? You could do it
my
with me.
my big thing about it is like that is true, but we gotta put the responsibility on us now, you know? It's
Okay.
like
Yeah, no, I agree.
the
I agree.
past, like, but I do like that we do need them examples, you know what I'm saying? That was a great example. I know exactly what you mean. You feel me?
Hmm.
But I think we do like keep pushing that, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we gotta be the ones who kind of teach our kids or just the next generation type of thing.
Right.
Cause
So
man,
I
shit,
mean, if you
well,
want to speak on that shit, as far as my daughter, I'm a big
yeah.
I'm a big person on, really just sitting back and watching her, just analyzing her, seeing what she do, what she like to do, you know what I mean? Cuz my belief is like, you
That's
know,
deep.
my belief is this. So like say she goes to school when it's time for her to go to school and the teacher writes me a note saying she talked too much, right?
Yeah.
Now, you can either be the parent that gets mad at her and say, you need to stop talking in class, you need to this, you need to do that. Or you could be the parent that
Mm-hmm.
notices, she likes to speak. maybe I
Mm,
can take her to, a speech person that can teach her how to speak in front of people when she gets older or whatever
public
the case may be.
speaking,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So now she can do
yeah,
public speaking. Instead
and
of
then that can,
shunning her, you take that skill
yeah,
and you hone it. You know what I'm saying? So like
definitely.
that's what type of time I'm on. So,
And I
yeah.
think that's the perfect example, bro. Shout out to Donald. You feel me? We see you in with us. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, bro. You know what I'm
Salute,
saying? Thank
Donald.
you for listening. Yeah, but I
Appreciate
think
you.
that's big, bro. Like, I think like that's the big important part. You feel me? Finding out, taking anything about the child. Don't look at it as a flaw. See how you can work with it and try to hone the
Exactly.
skill. Cause that
Exactly.
public speaking can turn into being a lawyer, can be anything. You know what I'm saying?
The
So
next Martin Luther King or Malcolm X or whatever the case may
yeah,
be. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like again, like don't shun that skill. Take that skill and like you said, sharpen it. You know what I mean? Take that knife and
exactly.
sharpen it. You feel me?
Cause I
So
feel like that's one. I do feel like that's one thing I wish they taught us more. They rather punish or kind of put you to the side, outcast you or whatever way instead of trying to work. You know what I mean? A different way with you. And I think
right.
that's important, man.
I mean, and again, I mean, I know you don't want to talk about the past, but again, for me, I can only speak to my
Nah,
life
talk about the
and
past,
shit
bro.
that I understand, But
That's important.
coming up, it was me, Spree, and Ray rapping and shit. We was 9, 10, and 11 years old, and we were decent at this shit, bro. We went and obviously, I mean, so we was decent at this shit at 9, 10, and 11 years old. We found beats, recorded the shit, found the software to record on our own, and all of that. But no one would take us and hone that skill. We sat there and performed in front of our parents and all of that shit. But no one took that skill and honed it. They said, "Nah, you gotta wait until you graduate from school before you can do that." You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's just little stuff like that. Like if my kid come to
I
me with
like
a
that
whole
though.
performance, bruh, a whole performance, it's like, bro, like how did you do that at this age? Like what? You know what I'm saying? You got to take
Because you
that
know
skill
what?
and hone it, bro.
We got a call, we're gonna listen in. But before I'm gonna say this, that goes back to what I was saying. When we were kids, we was watching entertainment on TV all day. So
I
that's
get
what
it,
we reenact.
but it
So
was
that's
a
what I'm
skill
saying.
that we
I
had,
understand it,
bro.
but entertainment is, I mean, we'll get on that too. I want to have a topic on that, bro. What really is entertainment? What it is to be a entertainer. You know what I mean? It's really a
Mm-hmm.
look at it. I look at it like a court jester. You know what I mean? At the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, what is your real like? Are you getting into this? But are you going like do your kids like have a manager for them and put them out there? Like, you know what I mean? Child, what they say about child actors and putting kids out there and shit. Like, we don't know what it does to them. They might say they want to do this, but you do got to build a level of maturity and understanding of
I
what
agree
you
a
getting
hundred percent.
into.
I
So
agree a
I think
hundred
that
percent.
comes into play, but I understand what you're saying though. But I think that does come into play also, like what I was
I
saying.
agree
But
with you. I agree with you. I'm not mad at that.
let's go ahead and get this call.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, if you look at Joe Biden's infrastructure plan for America, and you look at all those jobs require like machine shop skills that you will have to go to like a vocational training school. You graduate with your certificate, and then you can go into a high-paying job
Yep.
once Joe Biden's program gets in high gear. So I think our kids now, we need to
Mm-hmm.
start, you know, directing them towards a vocational
Trade.
education.
Yeah, I
Because
agree.
all of
Deep.
these high-paying jobs that's orientated around Joe Biden's infrastructure, plumbing, electrical work, et cetera, et cetera.
HVAC.
I think
Mm-hmm.
this is the way we should be, leading our kids now.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Thank you,
if you look at
Dan.
Joe
I
Biden's
definitely,
Oh, you playing it
I
back?
infrastructure
definitely.
plan for America, and you look at
You playing it back?
all those jobs require like machine shop skills that you will have to go to like a vocational training school.
Hold
You
on, I try to
graduate with your
pause it down. That was
certificate,
deep, bro. That
and
was
then you
deep,
can
bro.
go
Hold
into a
on.
high-paying job once Joe Biden's program gets in high gear. So I think our kids now, we need to start, directing them towards a vocational education. Because all of these high-paying jobs that's orientated around Joe Biden's infrastructure, plumbing, electrical work, etc., etc. I think this is the way we should be, leading our kids now.
Yeah,
I
man, that was
agree,
so
bro.
dope. We heard it twice, man.
Had to
I
hear
was
it
asking
twice.
it.
You feel me?
Yeah, but that was real though.
No,
I
that was, and
100%
I
agree with
agree
that.
because I mean, again, bro, like a lot of times kids nowadays is going to college, getting out of college, and fucking still working at Walmart or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So not
And
even getting a job within their major or minor. You know what I mean?
you gotta
So
think about this too. There's a lot of kids in school that don't even know what they want to be, don't even know what they want to do, and that's what a lot of people just fall off out of high school because it's like, I don't even know where I'm gonna go from here. You know what I'm saying?
yep,
If we
yep,
do push that a lot more, man, it's so many opportunities that kids can have and just young men can have, young women. It's like, man,
black owned
it's so
businesses
crazy,
will
but
be open. It'll be
but a
nice,
lot
man.
of
It'll be
times
perfect.
we just feel like we don't have nothing and we go with that excuse, you know what I mean? Nobody doing. We gotta really teach ourselves this type of stuff. Like I'm getting into my damn self. There's a lot of people I see now getting into HVAC, getting into, you know what I mean, all type of different work, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Electricians, plumbing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that is a part of adulthood to me as well. Like finding a
Yeah.
career, finding
Yeah.
an actual method. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That all comes into play with it too,
Yeah. And
And
I
I
mean, I'm gonna
definitely
go ahead and
support that.
say for me personally, shit, I ain't even did that yet. So can I say I'm an
Yeah.
adult? You know what I mean? Because I haven't necessarily found a career. I have a job, don't get that twisted,
But that's
but
why I say
it's not a
it's
career to me. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
It's an it's an evolution. It's not like something that switch on off and on night. It's a person that you evolve into. Unless you keep evolving into that person, you are that person. You are who you evolve into. That's why
Mm-hmm.
they always say call yourself that person who you want to be. But you also have to be that person. If you want to
Mm,
be a millionaire, you gotta wake up and say I'm a million. You know what I mean? Do that, but you also gotta live like a millionaire, think like a millionaire. You
I
know,
agree.
and I also know that it's okay not to know yet, but I think the whole goal is to be just always striving for more, always striving and prospering. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes, sir.
if
Yes,
you keep
sir.
striving, you're gonna prosper.
Yes,
Like that's
sir.
my whole goal. Is like if something don't work for you, and that's just the lesson in your life that you're gonna take on with you in your next mission.
You gotta get back up and
Nothing
try it
is
again.
nothing is a failure, man. And that's a part of adulthood too. You gotta take these lumps with the wins. Once you take enough lumps, these wins is gonna be like it is what it is, man.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
Jordan say, he missed 5,000, man. You gonna make what 100,000?
You'll figure it out. Salute the Flutter Girl on the check-in. Appreciate you, Queen.
Shoot out.
Appreciate you.
Salute to you.
But
But
so yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
though.
I guess what's some more things that you think I guess us as adults should be teaching our children, or some things that you wish you would have known or learned coming into adulthood.
Man, I wish that we know more about I think the mental health part of it is important. You know what I mean?
Man.
I think the actual understanding of what is childish and what is not, because I think it's like, what do we got to leave behind to become an adult? A lot of things that we hold on to is habits and things we built when we were young. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we were in our teenage years and we got really addicted to gaming or smoking or, Doritos, whatever you love, you feel me? I
Mm-hmm.
think a part of evolution is kind of seeing necessary things that you got to change and kind of weeding that stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
Cause if you still I feel like even me, you know what I mean? I smoke or whatever, you know what I mean? Virginia about to be legal, July shout out, hey, you feel me? But
Salute, salute,
if
salute.
you
I
if
got
you
some info
spending
for you.
but if you
We'll talk after
spending
this.
uh if you spending a necessary amount of money on weed every single month or every single whatever, and you trying to build something, you're really going against your pocket. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing a
Mm.
necessary thing, that's why I feel like certain things you got to take steps to evolve and understanding what being an adult is. I think we need to understand the mental of that too. But yeah, what you talking, Joe?
Hold on. Well, hold on. What you was asking me? My bad.
I mean, you can go ahead and apply, man. I mean, I said what I said. That's how I feel. What you feel?
Oh, as far as more things that we need to possibly teach
Yeah,
our
you got it.
children or what have
I
you.
just want to ask you, like,
So,
what do you feel like? What do you feel like we have to let go more of to become an adult? What do you
okay,
think? Like,
okay.
because I feel like when they say that saying, when I was a child, I did childish things, but you
Mm-hmm.
know, as I became a man, I let the childish. I don't know the exact saying.
Dang.
I think I messed it
I
up,
know.
but
I
y'all
get
know
what you.
exactly
No,
what
no.
I
I
mean.
get. Yeah, I'm about to say. I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
We're gonna play the
Um.
child. Y'all chime in and give me that exact quote. Y'all got it, man. Go ahead and play this call right here and give me your
Go ahead.
answer.
Uh.
You know what I'm saying?
And another thing that we should be teaching our children is healthy relationships.
Mm,
That's
Mm.
that's we got to instill that in our kids, how they socialize with other people.
see,
Especially
that's
when it
kind of what I
comes to
was saying.
boyfriend, girlfriend. You
Okay,
don't want
I'm
a
with you.
situation where the young lady is being beaten up by her teenage boyfriend. Things like
Right.
that. I think we need to get our grip on teaching our children healthy relationships, so they can be able to socialize with one another and get along, and everybody just get along with everybody else. Especially the young women. You know, but that's all I had to say on that tip as far as healthy relationships.
Man, shout out to you, dog, man.
Yeah, I
Dog, so you
already
the man.
followed
That
him.
was
I
dope.
already followed him. I hope he followed me back
Yeah.
too. You know what I mean? But yeah,
Yeah.
I
One of my
I
favorites, but
definitely
I
appreciate
100%.
his input. But see, and again I agree with that because it's damn, he had a good. Hold on, let me go back. I gotta go
But
back,
yeah,
man. I
I
gotta go back.
definitely
Go ahead, say what you gonna say.
when he said about the relationships, you know what I'm saying? I definitely that's what I was touching on as well. Like we had also got to teach each other like how not even just with women, but just how to deal with people in general. But women, 100%, man,
Right.
because certain things that you can think is cool when you're younger that might slide. You need to be told, no, this is not the way you handle yourself. This is not the way that you do this. You know what I mean? Because I feel like we need to teach our men too. You know what I mean? We can blame them for their mistakes, but I think teaching goes a long way as well. You feel me? I
So
mean, it's my dream, man. Like to hopefully like have a brotherhood, like we can really have these type of conversations where we
man, we
can.
starting it right now, bro. TENtalk is the
That's
start,
where
is
it
the
is.
beginning of it, bro. But I guess I wanted to ask Donald, you know what I mean? I guess his opinion, do because I feel like that is again something that we can teach in the home that has to be taught within the home. So like, do you think as far as learning relationships and learning how to have healthy relationships, do you feel like it is necessary that there's both the mother and the father in the home, I guess, giving those examples of a healthy relationship?
I don't want to. I mean, I'm gonna answer what I feel about it. I don't answer for Donald. Donald, call back if you can. You feel me? But I just feel like we are the adults. We are the parents. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right. No, yeah,
we gotta
agree,
look at it
agree.
like
So
that. It's
again, when
like
I'm
so
asking
at the end
it
of the
for
day,
him
it's like
as but go ahead, yeah.
so it's like at the end of the day, it's like we need to teach our kids this stuff. You know what I mean? It comes from the home, no matter if it's single parent, you know what I mean, or not. You feel me? What it is. These
I
are
know, but
things
I'm
that we
asking you
need to start
what do you think is
installing.
best? Do you think it's best that you have both the mother and the father in the home showing a healthy relationship, or do you think it don't matter? Like it can
I
be a
don't think
single
it comes
person
from the
home.
home always, man. At the end of the day, your home's gonna teach you. You feel me? But you need that knowledge outside of your home too. Because nobody knows what you're seeing in your home, and who knows if this is the proper way that you display love. Not everybody display love the same way. So you can't say it comes from the home. It's really a basic knowledge how to treat people. We need to teach people how to treat people, just how to talk to people in relationships and friendships, anything. It's like this, man. It's like certain things need to be set out in black and white. It doesn't need, like, if you don't grow up with your mom and dad, you know what I mean? You might need it. If you grew up with your mom and dad, you might know a little bit more, but you still need it. I think everyone needs it. Me personally,
Right.
you know
And
what I mean?
that okay, so boom, that's what I'm getting. That's what I wanted the
Let's
answer to. Do you think we
let's see the call.
need both the mother and the father in the home? That's what I'm asking. But he's here, so let's see what's up. Let's see what Don said.
Well, I mean, it really doesn't matter. It would be a lot of help if the dad and the mom was involved, but women can also teach young men and young women how to socialize with one another without going upside each other's heads. So, but it basically starts in the home, or it could start in the school system, with the counselors and the teachers, because they reinforced that when I was going to school, as far as don't hit on the girls, and I mean, it's a nurturing type thing,
Yeah.
but for sure it starts in the home with mom and dad, or it could just be mom, or it could just be dad. I think we'll be able to get it all together,
Okay. Okay.
for
I
our
respect it.
child's
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
sake,
I just no, I just wanted to
Yeah.
see, what he thought about that. So yeah, I
Yeah,
appreciate
that's
that.
cool.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
Appreciate you, man. Yeah. Y'all see how this work, man. That's what it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? We have these real conversations, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what we reaching out for is the information. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
that's the moment
Yeah.
right there. You feel me?
Yeah, no, that's real. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Um,
But I definitely think that it does start at home, but it's bigger than your home because I feel like when some people see their parents' relationship and think that that can be the sign of all relationships. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's not. You know what I mean? I think just because the parents they might have arguments or whatever. They might not never get physical. They might have arguments a lot, and they still love each other. You feel me? But
mm-hmm.
that doesn't mean that works in relationships. You need to know that
Right, that's
screaming
the
and
right
yelling
way to
at
do
your
it.
yeah, you need to. I think that is stuff that we need black and white because I feel like that's why a lot of stuff get away with. You know what I mean? Like a lot of stuff get passed because we never say it's wrong. Like people do a lot of stupid things because they feel like there's no repercussions to come behind it. But we
Mm-hmm.
need things to be taught before we can have some type of decency.
All right. And just to give a little bit of clarity of why I asked my question, it was more so to go back again to last week's episode speaking about the generational curses. So it's like, again, if you just see, maybe just your mom in the crib or whatever the case may be, maybe you think that's the norm as a young girl and you just thinking that, you supposed to be Miss Independent. You know what I mean? When really we're here to recreate. So I don't know. I don't know
Yeah, I
exactly
know
what I'm
what you're
trying to say,
trying to
but you
say.
know what I'm
I
saying?
think
Like,
I think that comes to a misconception of. I think we'll get on that different topic because I think that is a misconception of like Miss Independent. Like we do need to learn family structure as well. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because sometimes it's not generational curses to me. I feel like if you get taught that as a kid,
Hmm.
hopefully you'll learn that knowledge so you can break those generational curses. It's like
Right.
this. Just because your parents have issues at your home, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to grow up and be that. You know what I'm saying? But if
Hmm.
it does happen, that is because that you witnessed it and you thought it was okay, and
Hmm.
it keeps those curses going. That what keeps a curse going. You only break a curse if you got the knowledge of it and you aware and you can stop it. I think a lot of times with the single parent thing, it's like I think it comes to adulthood because we don't know how to really stick in relationships. We don't know how to kind of toughen it out on the basis of bigger than us. So a lot of people went on and did their own thing. Single parent stuff is going to happen. That's like no stopping, I feel like. You feel me?
Hmm.
No matter what is going to happen. Somebody going to die and they ain't going to have no parent.
Right.
I think the necessary tools is to have a basic understanding of how to treat people. Like if we all know that smacking her on the butt ain't right. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like as a
Hmm.
kid, you know it ain't right, but you're gonna do it
Hmm.
because you're a kid, like, oh man, go hit on the ass real quick. But if somebody is sitting there telling you, yo, listen, these are things that are inappropriate, you can't do. I know as a kid, you're gonna look at it different. You're gonna be
Yeah.
like, nah, man, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you know you couldn't do it before, but now there's somebody sat there and told you like these exact words. Because I feel like as a youngster, you get away with a lot of things because people are like, well, you ain't telling me I couldn't do this. You feel me? It's like, yeah, you need to be learned every lesson, man, or whatever thing we can teach you. If your common
Yeah,
sense is not strong enough to pick up.
I agree. I agree. That's what's up, man. Solid episode, man. Just to let y'all know that's
Yeah,
tuned in the
solid.
whole time, while we got this little break in between, we are doing a giveaway. So tap on our little profiles, check out our Instagram, follow those steps on the giveaway, and hopefully you'll be one of the winners to win the $100 that we giving away next episode. So yeah, man. Salute to
Definitely.
y'all. Appreciate all the 10
Salute.
percenters for checking us out today. And
Man, every
yeah,
time we
man.
get on this mic, man, it's a great episode, man. I love it, man.
Yeah.
It's been another magical one. You feel me? Thank y'all to
Yeah.
everybody who did call in. You know what I mean? That's what the show is. You feel me? And
Yes,
hopefully,
sir.
you know what I mean, we got a lot of plans. We ain't gonna stop no time soon. We're gonna keep this thing going. Hopefully next podcast we have this winner announced. You know what I mean? If y'all need some more time, because we do have only a few. We want to make sure y'all got a chance, But
Yeah,
next week,
yeah,
hopefully we can have a discussion and get some time in with the real callers and see what y'all want to hear, or like what can we talk about and what can we do to make this podcast bigger. You feel me? But we got a
mm-hmm,
whole lot of ideas that we want to put on y'all and just ask y'all what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? So
mm-hmm, yep,
even on like voting on like what's the next episode gonna be or whatever, or like, but we got topics for days. We got mad topics. We got mad subjects. We got mad opinions. And if you don't know what mad means, that means a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but we got a lot in store. You know what I'm saying? Only more bigger things is coming. You feel me? We
yeah,
appreciate y'all for turning in. We're gonna turn up for you.
yes, sir, yes, sir.
We got to talk.
I think we got another chime in. Let's see what's
Yeah,
up.
let's hit it.
Or give away a TENtalk shirt too, Choke. That'd be dope too.
Hey, we got the young king in the back too. Shout out to
Yeah,
you,
man, my
King.
man Goku in the back. That's Goku right there. You know what I'm
Yeah, we
saying?
gonna
Don't
do
even
the we
worry
gonna do
about
the
it.
t-shirts and everything. You feel me? We gonna do all
Yeah,
that, but right
yeah,
now
we're
we
gonna
gonna
have
bring
it
as
lit.
money
We're
in,
gonna have it
man. You
lit
know what I
right
mean?
now. Yeah, right now, the first step is showing love back to the listeners, to the supporters, to the people that's been checking us out for these 11 episodes. Like you said,
Yeah.
we're gonna give away $100, to one of our listeners. Hopefully, they
And
can
y'all
have a
gotta
nice
share this,
little.
man. We want to make sure we get a whole lot of people listening in, man, and everybody listening in, so we can really build a community. So y'all
Yeah,
put y'all friends on it, the most knowledgeable people, conscious
yeah,
talk. You know what I mean? We don't
yeah,
really want to do too much foolishness. You know what I'm saying? We talking
yeah. Now
conscious.
we here to build.
Or
We here to build
yeah.
and learn,
But that's the point of the
and
giveaway.
grow,
That's the
man.
point of everything. Yeah, we trying to
Yeah.
grow this brand more. We trying to leave, you know what I mean? Leave something behind. You feel me? So
Hmm.
shout out to all y'all listening in. You feel me? Big love, big respect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we
Thank
appreciate
y'all.
y'all
Shout out to
100%,
you, J Vic, down
tenfold. Yeah,
down there. You
salute to
did your
y'all too
thing,
today,
boy.
man. Hopefully y'all,
Wifey,
follow
you
us,
feel me? Tiff.
all that.
Yeah,
And
man. Chokey, man. Thank you,
I don't
bro.
know. Yeah, appreciate you, Godzilla. You already know.
Yes, sir. Y'all make sure y'all
Um,
check us out on our YouTube, like and subscribe, on our
hmm.
Spotify. You know what I'm saying? All that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah. Follow us on Instagram, tap our profiles and follow us on all those little platforms there. And
definitely.
yeah, we here every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Yeah, man, check us out. TENtalk. You know what I'm saying?
TENtalk. All right, we out. One.
Let's get it.
Are we on 10 yet?
Yes.